Peace and greetings, everyone. Doing a random spontaneous live stream. Want to go over just some of the various gadgets that I got. So let's get a little set up. We're just gonna go through just a little bit of everything. We even got a little hacker phone too. So first, gonna be looking at, let's look at this Wi-Fi deauther. Yo, Spadook. I'm gonna be fixing your thing a little bit later today, man. So stay tuned for that. But we have this Wi-Fi deauther. I actually have two versions. This was an experiment. I was seeing what's the cheapest Wi-Fi deauther I could make. Thanks, man. You're the legend. This is like about $2 on AliExpress, and then you have like these buttons and stuff. But this is a custom version of the Wi-Fi deauther that I made. You can see it there. And it has a few different functions. So first thing it does is scans for networks. So it's scanning right now for different networks to attack. And you can see here. Almost done. And we are done. And that has a cool little status light there. So you go back down, go back. And then it has a few other cool things. It also has this packet monitor on there too as well. And this checks for network activity. But we're gonna go back here and we're gonna select a network. So here it has all the different networks. So let me see which one we could select. So I have my test network here. Thanos never dies. So let's select that. And then we'll go back. And I have a test phone here. Yeah, it's crazy. A lot of these hacker gadgets are super cheap. So you can see here, I'm connected to Thanos Never Dies. But we're gonna try and attack this network and kick my phone off. So we're gonna go back down. Here, I'll show you. Gonna go back down to attack. And we're gonna hit deauth, and deauth is a deauthentication attack, and it will take someone off the network. So I'll pull the phone back up so you can see this getting hacked live. So we're connected to the network, and I'll hit start. Let me make sure it's starting. Oops. Oh. There you go. Start. So now it's attacking. Oh, sorry. My phone turned off. But as you can see, the device will start attacking, and then it will kick the person off the network. And that's one of a few various ways. I'll show you this cool little cheap one. This is only $2. And these ones are cool. Hey, Vietnam. These ones are cool because it has a little display in it. And it pretty much does the same functions. And I just made a little custom soldering board for this one. So next we'll look at another really cool tool that I put together. This one right here is CC1101 jammer. Hey, Joe. Thanks for popping in. And that's cool that you're getting into cybersecurity. Yeah, this is the interesting part with the hardware. And this one's pretty cool because it's from a custom PCB that I put together. And I made this cool little attachment board to it as well. So I'll just pop this on real quick so I can show you how it works. Plug it in. Yeah, this is kind of like an upgrade because I wanted a screen for this jammer device. Hey, Goto. Yeah, the NRF and CC1101 have almost the same connections, but the CC1101 has an extra pin that it uses. But yeah, this is a really cool handheld device. So I added some buttons and a menu, so you can kind of cycle through different settings. So you can scan. You can copy signals. Let me see if I got my car keys on me. Yeah, so pretty much it uses the this has the same signals as your car key fobs or your garage keys. So when this is jamming, so let me go up to the jammer menu. Oh, 1 second. Go up to the menu so I'll show you what it looks like. So when you just hit OK, it starts the jammer. And then when you try and use your signal, it won't unlock or lock. So just turn that off. And I have a few different variations of this. I have a super tiny version. So we'll look at this one real quick. So I just pop that off. Hey everyone, thank you for coming in. Yeah, so pretty much like someone mentioned in the chat, this is pretty much a DIY Evil Crow. If you're familiar with that, you could look up the GitHub. But this is an even smaller version, which what I believe is like the smallest CC1101 jammer you could ask for. And once again, it uses a custom PCB as well that I developed. You can find it on my GitHub. But yeah, this is like a super tiny custom PCB that I designed. And then it allows you to just easily connect, once again, very cheap devices. I'm pretty sure you could get this on AliExpress for about like $1.50 or something. And then these radios are about $1.50 as well. And yeah, you just pop that on like this. Boom. And then this plugs into a phone. So let me find a cell phone real quick. Give me 1 second. So you get yourself an Android phone. So I have a lot of phones. So this plugs in to an Android phone. And then you'll use an app. Use an app called Serial USB. So this allows you to connect to serial devices with your phone. So I'm just gonna go right here and then select USB devices, and my ESP pops up on the phone. So now we're connected. And this has tons of little commands on it. So all you do is type in help. And then it pulls up a whole bunch of different commands. And then why I made the digital version though, because you don't have to use a phone and you can kind of just do what you need to. But let's say you want something a little bit more. So we have a few different other type of jammers. Let me move some stuff. So this right here, yeah, a lot of these are super cheap. So this here is the Bluetooth Jammer Mini. Thank you guys for the likes too and watching. So we will plug in 2 of these radios. These are NRF24 radios, and this is for 2.4 gigahertz interaction. So anything like drones, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, and turns into a tiny little jammer. And once again, most of the stuff I make, I want to just like have it be able to just put in your pocket or something. So it's like super easy to use. So let me turn this guy on. And once again, these radios are $1.50, so it's like $3 for 2 of these. You know, the screen is like $1. These ESP32 C3 Super Minis are about like, I don't know, $1, $2, and then the buttons, and you wire it up. So it's a pretty cheap, cool little experiment. And then you can get the firmware on my GitHub for free. And then you got a cool little security testing device. For the most part, it can pretty much jam anything. The more expensive drones have they either operate on like 5 gigahertz or they have different protocols. They pretty much hop channels a lot faster, so it's harder to jam a specific channel. But you know, my response would be just to have multiple jammers on all channels, if that would be an issue. But yeah, this one's pretty cool. But if you want to get something a little bit bigger, have a little bit more flexibility, I have a new device that I've been working on. I'm still kind of working on the code. You know, and there's a lot of like different testing and stuff I'm still doing on this project, but for the most part, it's pretty much done. I mean, it is out and currently available, but yeah, this is Project Starbeam, and let me plug it in for you guys. It pretty much does. It's a combination of pretty much everything. So it's a combination of the deauther. It's a combination of the CC1101 jammer and the Bluetooth jammers. And there's a few different configurations of how you can use it. Let me turn this on. Yeah, this one is version 1. I'm going to try and get it to be a little bit smaller. And I'm working on with a few different people to make a 3D case, but haven't really found the right solution. But this one features 5 different slots for radios, so you can either have 5 NRF24s or you can get, I do have code for using 2 of these CC1101s at a time, but technically you can manipulate the code so you can have 5 different CC1101 radios, and that's really more so for, you know, whatever functions or research you're kind of looking for. But I wanted to give people pretty much like a playground with wireless security testing. So like the previous jammers, this does have jamming capabilities, but with 5 NRF24s, it allows for just like much more powerful signal generation. But you know, making the circuits to get there, and even the code was kind of a huge task. But I have a whole bunch of different functions in here. So we have like the Bluetooth jamming, drone, Wi-Fi jamming. You got the CC1101s. I'll just go through some of the different functions. Like here, I got my keys with me. Yes. So here, this scans for car key signals. So it's actively scanning 433 megahertz. Hello, everyone. So I'll take that off. There's also an NRF scanner too as well. So what this does is it cycles through different channels and looks for 2.4 gigahertz frequency. So you can just go through all the different channels for Wi-Fi. PC hacking tool, let's go. And yeah, a whole bunch of other cool functions. And you can also scan and copy car key signals and replay them as well. So it's pretty much like a DIY HackRF. You know, a lot of people are familiar with the HackRF or the Porter Pack, but I feel like this is a little bit more entry level. Like the HackRF is a little bit more complicated, but if you do have a HackRF, you can connect this to. I have code so you can connect your HackRF to Raspberry Pi, and then the Raspberry Pi is connected via serial. I have some extra pins here, so you could connect this to other devices. I could even, like I was showing you earlier, let me unplug this. You could even connect it to the phone. So I'll take this guy. Trying to see what I got. Take this guy. So if you wanted to, you could also control Starbeam via phone as well. So let me plug this guy in. Hey, how would one go about making one that only focuses on quick pixie dust attacks? I went war driving using Wi-Fi the other day, and I'm 10 minutes. I got 12 PSKs. It's still widespread vulnerability. Well, a cool thing is Net Hunter phones do pixie dust attacks, but it's really on your own. Depends on, I guess, really what you're doing. So let's plug this in. All right, now we have connection to Starbeam. So you can see different stuff going on. And yeah, so there's a lot of cool different functionalities, functions you could do with Project Starbeam, and really the possibilities are endless. You know, you can control this via web server. That's kind of like the beauty of a lot of these cool different gadgets. I have a prototype I've been working on. It should be pretty cool. It's a little bit smaller. It's kind of my response to the Evil Crow, kind of like a cooler, smaller version. I showed you guys this one. So this is kind of like version 1. And you know, the screens are alright, but I want to upgrade it. So this is like a color screen. Oh, another comment. Carp, hey, deauther Plus. Is there a way that BW16 can output power on and off? Working on deauther Plus jammer. I mean, I guess what? Like you could add a switch to the BW6 output. Quick question. You recommend to attach an NRF amplifier to the Cypher Jammer project? Yes. That is definitely a way to increase range. Also look into Yagi antennas. YAGI. Those are long range directional antennas that require an external power source. Because that's the thing, these antennas can only do so much. So if you're using like an RF amplifier, like, nope, I don't have it here. But if you're using an RF amplifier, that will help you out. But yeah, so this is gonna be a quick prototype. I've only just soldered it in. I'm kind of working on the circuit a little bit. But this one's gonna be using an ESP32S3 with 16 megabytes of flash on it. So you could use the SD card, but you could also just store it on its flash memory. And it's got some cool buttons and the two CC1101s. I'm still, the code is pretty much finalized. I do want to put it on GitHub, but I do have some other ideas. But it has been kind of like a huge overhaul because I had to pretty much like duplicate the libraries and pretty much rewrite the ElecHouse CC1101 library to fit my usage. But this one's going to be pretty cool, and hopefully it has a cool little UI. One other thing I've been working on, and I don't know if anyone is really interested or knows a little bit about NFC, but I have developed two different quite a few different RFID and NFC stuff. This is Cypher NFC. The code is on GitHub. For bin files, I don't know. I don't like to do bin files because I'm always updating my code. You personally could make a bin file from it, but I just feel like I'd be constantly just making new bin files for the project. So you could just get the and do it that way. But here we have, let me plug this into the computer. This isn't a good power source. But here we have a cool NFC project. I've been working on different variations of RFID and NFC stuff. I'm really trying to make the best version of that. So let me get 1 second. Sorry, I got a lot going on. So we're gonna plug this guy in. There you go. So what's really cool about this little guy is that it has an NFC module on the back. And this is pretty much the most important thing on this chip. This is actually way too big for my use case. This is actually the antenna. And then you have some different components here. But none of that is really all that necessary. So because of that, I created my own NFC module. I believe this is probably one of the smallest NFC modules on the market. And this chip is a PN 7160/1, and this is a PN532. So you could get these on Amazon for probably like $2. And I have been talking with the people who make these, Elect House, because the code for this isn't quite there, but these are the most capable NFC chips. So this is what you're going to use, and what security researchers will use, and what attackers will probably want to use, because these can scan and copy and emulate pretty much any NFC tag. I'm working on a lot of stuff with federal vendors or federal agencies like FBI, CIA, TSA. They sell products to those big agencies. So none of this stuff's magic. Like there are protocols for like Apple and Android. There are like literal protocols on how they have to program your Apple Pay, your Android Pay. There's codes and hex codes, and there's like a certain system and file storage system on your phones. But most chips can't communicate with that as of yet, which is why I made the smallest. And this has a antenna. So this doesn't use a PCB antenna. It has its own antenna slot. So you can really customize depending on your use case. And the idea is to get pretty much as small as possible. Like the idea is how a credit card skimmer works is that they have just the chip and a few tiny bit of components and the tiniest battery you probably ever seen, all soldered onto the card, and then the skimmer goes in. Obviously, you won't have these header pins. That's just like for development. But I'm working on just really trying to make kind of the ultimate NFC pen testing tool. Hey, Samanda Imanjono, what's up? So I'll show you kind of how this works and how like the basic idea of like a skimmer works. So I added like an interface and everything on there, and you see it's saying wait for card. So I have these blank NFC tags for testing. And there's a lot of different types you can get. You can get tags that emulate pretty much your Apple card. So it's like a type 4 tag. So we're just gonna tap the card, and you can see it grabs all the data. So essentially, because these ESP32s are Wi-Fi and Bluetooth, you can pretty much get the data and send it off via Wi-Fi or Bluetooth, or you could also attach one of these CC1101s. I've seen only a little bit of research, but there was someone who was using PN532 attached with a CC1101 and was able to, over a pretty decent range, send the credit card data over 433 megahertz, and then obviously decrypt it and then have it back on the other ESP32. So there's a lot of cool things. A lot of awesome research has been done on these over the past few years. Like the newer chips have just started coming out. But if you are creative enough, you can do quite a lot. Credit cards. Try making a PCB version of the OLED 0.96. I did it, and it makes your prospects much smaller. Oh, that's pretty cool. But yeah, I would look into these. I do have code on GitHub. If you want to take a stab, I'll give you, I don't know, I have $100 bounty if you can improve the current code at the very moment. But let's look at another. Oh, thank you, Gaurav. Thanks for tuning in, man. Let's look at another RFID cybersecurity tool I got going on. Believe it or not, this was one of the first PCBs I did. I kind of was trying to learn a little from just Flipper Zero, just like how they had various different things. This has an SD card module on the back, and then it has a RFID module. This is a GPS module for war driving, so you can check that out real quick. I don't know if the GPS will work in here right now, but there's a GPS on there, so if you want to track your location. And then there's tons of, once again, I like to do cool UIs, tons of cool functions in here. So we'll look at the RFID reader. Just take a card. Gives you a whole bunch of cool data. You can even check a phone. Here, let me turn it on. Or let me use a newer phone. There you go. So yeah, you can check for a lot of different things. Let's go back. There's also you can create your own network with this. You can join Wi-Fi networks with this as well. It also has a Wi-Fi sniffer. Hold on, it's loading. There we go. So right now it's sniffing for Wi-Fi packets. And then we also have a packet monitor. Let that load up. So this right here is checking for packets, and then you can also scroll up and check different channels. So this is cool to see different network activity, and then you could select the channel that has kind of the most activity, or don't waste your time on the channels that don't really have that much activity. But yeah, I have this on GitHub. You could download the files for the PCB, or you could just take the code too. That's kind of the point with a lot of my GitHub projects. You can kind of just look at it as like templates and stuff, you know, and just pick and choose which stuff you want. One cool thing I've been working on recently is this small war driver. I haven't gotten around to making the PCB yet. I wanted to have it on the ESP C3. You got the war driver. But I wanted to also add LoRa to this, LoRa. And I wasn't able to connect two different UART devices. Hold on one second. I wasn't able to connect two different UART devices, but as you can see right now, this is scanning for a GPS signal. You see the status light, and I also have a button on there. But also, because it's a war driver, click this button, and it switches over to Wi-Fi mode. So see here now, it's showing the nearby Wi-Fi networks. Do I work at an IT company for security? No, I do not. I am 100% freelancer. Bro, make a video on GSM 4G, 5G jammer using Arduino Nano. Please, I'm waiting for the last 2 years by watching your every video. Wow. First of all, thank you for watching. But with the Arduino Nano, 5G GSM, I'll do it. Whatever. If you say so. Let me screenshot that so I don't forget. 1 second. There we go. Yeah, but right now, the GPS, Wasn't even plugged in right. But it's raining right now and cloudy, so can't really see the GPS too well. Thank you everyone for tuning in too. So right now it's setting up the SD card. So while that loads up, let me put this down. Bro, may I write you? Yeah, you could write. Right. And if you want, you could join the Discord, and you can also check out the link tree. I got a bunch of cool stuff up. You can check my projects. So one thing I can do, let's see some live testing real quick. So let me get a few things going. I'll show some live signal generation before I head out. So let me just arrange my cords. So for this example, I'm going to be using a HackRF. And this is pretty cool. You can get it on AliExpress for about like 70 to 80 bucks. It's really not that much. And it's a software-defined radio device. So you can use it for a lot of things. A lot of the things I use it for is for signal analysis. And I'll show you pretty much what that looks like. So first thing we're going to do is we turn on the HackRF. And I think it would be good too if I added an antenna to it. Let's do that first. Always have an antenna when you're using your HackRF. Don't forget that. Okay. So let's move a few things out of the way so we can test out some Bluetooth jamming. See a live show of Starbeam. So next we're going to plug the mothership in. And I have, whoa, plug that in. I have 2 different power ports in case you need more power for your stuff. All right, so we're gonna turn the power on. Let's put it into Wi-Fi router mode. And with the Starbeam kit, just so you know, normally it has these amplifiers on them. Do I have any failed PCBs? Yes. And you're gonna need some of these wires. But the Starbeam kit does come with some special antennas I picked out. These are, I believe, 6 dB. But for this test, I'm just going to use the stock ones. So we got our HackRF plugged in. Put that over here. We got our laptop. Support me and help me get a new desk. Okay, so SDR++. Get out of here, Starbeam. All right, so now we are about to do some Bluetooth Wi-Fi jamming signal generation. Let me just make sure we got the HackRF selected. Thank you everyone for watching too. This is pretty much the best hacker TV channel on YouTube. Maybe the only one. So let's go to Wi-Fi channel. So if you're not familiar, this is SDR++ and allows you to analyze the airwaves. So got the Bluetooth jammer on. I'm also going to put in one CC10. Make sure to hit that heart button if you're enjoying what you're watching. How much range it can jam Bluetooth? Yeah, about 20 to 30, even more. And once again, Yagi antennas. R or YAGA or YAGI. So we're going to be testing out two different frequency ranges. First, we're going to test out the Bluetooth. So here you can see Bluetooth is selected. It's initializing radios. And it's, you can see it's jamming. You can see the signal generation. And then we could easily just stop. Perfect. So what if we want to drone jam, or what if we want to jam drones? We go and select the drone jam button, like so. And then drones are in the higher frequency range of 2.4 gigahertz. So we're just gonna bump this up a notch, and we're gonna click on drone. It's initializing. Make sure to hit that thumbs button if you like seeing drones get jammed. So now you can hear the static. Let's keep going up 2.4, see where the sweet spot is. There it is. Look at that sweet spot. Yeah. So the higher 2.4 range is really where it's at. Just stop it like that. And yeah, I took my Wi-Fi out. But I have a 5 gigahertz. Oh! Wow, that just reminded me. Next we'll now the music wants to come back on. But next we'll test out the 5 gigahertz Wi-Fi deauther. So let's look at card key jamming. So you don't have to switch devices. You're all on the same device. So we'll go down to 433, and then we'll go here and select CC1101 jammer. And we're not using the NRF, so we'll turn that off. And we're using, and I'll pop this off because we're not using that. And then I will turn on the CC1101. So now we're on the network. Radios active. Hold on 1 second. Oh, I got the wrong thing turned on. Hey, 1 second, let me restart this real quick. So I restarted and then reset the power on the radios. So now, go back down. Oh. There you go. Let me restart this over here too. But yeah, pretty much various different jammers on there. And the next version, I've kind of been messing around with a few different applications, but I kind of found a way to put BW16 on the next iteration. Yeah, this one, I could show you next the scanner. So normally, if you had keys, I can find my keys. Yeah, I was gonna do a key scanning example, but my desk is a mess. But it has a scanner here as well. that I was showing. Oh, here they are. So normally you would use a signal analyzer to check for your keys. But then you could use this as well. And then let me show you a cool replay as well. So we'll go here down to record raw. And actually, let me turn off this real quick. So if you're looking at the signal analyzer, you kind of see the recording. So I'm going to record my key signal real quick. So we're going to hit record. I'm going to tap it 3 times. 2, 3. Now it's saying recording complete. And now you can go to play raw. Let me show you a little closer. So now it's playing the recorded signal. It's very faint, but with an amplifier it would play a little louder. So yeah, this is a really cool, easy way that you could literally record car key signals. You know, you don't need to have a whole HackRF, you know, and do all that type of stuff. And then you could show the raw data too that has been collected if you're into that. And then it also has a show buffer mode. Let me add the second CC1101 real quick. Pop this one off. Yo, Nicholas, what's going on? So we will plug in 2. Let me see if I can get this popping. Hopefully everyone is enjoying the live demo. Been at it for almost an hour. Make sure to hit that thumbs up if you want to. I'm not forcing you. There we go. Sorry, my screen's lagging out a little bit. But right now, as you can see, we are jamming 443 megahertz. So no signals can currently get through. And then, just turn it up. But that's pretty much a cool little run through. Are you using HackRF to see the waterfall graph? Yes. Is it possible to build a device with the NRF that we could use for that, to connect it to the PC and see the noise with see the graph with the noise? I'm pretty sure there's probably an analyzer plugin you can use for the NRF. This does. And I'm improving the waterfall activity on such, but I do have a NRF scanner on here. So it pretty much can do the same thing for 2.4 gigahertz. Obviously, it won't look as beautiful, but I do have new versions that will have better screens. So, you know, instead of having to plug into the PC, if you do want the cool waterfall visualization, there are options coming soon. But yeah, I haven't looked into. I mean, because I would imagine, you know, there's probably some sort of dongle that people have to plug it into there. But I like to do things the hard way, I guess. So yeah, you have this, and then let me see if I could do a quick antenna test. So you kind of see the differences between certain antennas. So let me remove 3 of these. Thanks, Carp. So I'll test with them on, with them out. Ugh. This. Put these bad boys on. With the extra antennas, this thing looks like a straight up freaking monster, dude. I'm not even gonna lie. If you see someone walking down the street with this, you see someone at your school with this, you see someone anywhere outside with this, just turn your phone off. Just walk away. There we go. I can screw things on. I can do it. There we go. Boom. Boom. Right, put on one more. Thanks everyone for watching too. It really means a lot. I know I haven't done lives recently, but I'm really trying to do a lot more lives every week, really, if possible. All right, so let's switch it back to 2.4 gigahertz. So now we're on Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. And I don't know what happens, but every time I'm using my Wi-Fi jammer on my test network, it always just like kicks it off like indefinitely. I don't really know what's up with that. I need to look a little bit more into that. But yeah, let's test out the new antennas real quick. So it's initializing the radios, and didn't turn it on. So you gotta make sure you turn the power switch on for your radios that you're using, so you're not silly like me. So now we got them on. We're back online. So initializing radios. Just gonna go through and turn each one on. And then we got some signal. Let's change the frequency. We are getting some signal. There you go. But not as strong as the other ones. But a little bit more directional. Let's try the drone. Nice gadget to carry with you to the airport. Hell yeah, I mean, I wouldn't do it, but... Okay, and next we'll try the Wi-Fi. All right, now I'm going to test the other antennas real quick. Haha, got looked at a lot with the Flipper Zero and my Bluetooth jammer board attached. Thought I was crazy. You know, the good thing is they won't really know what it is, you know, but they probably aren't thinking it's anything good. See, what you gotta do is you gotta put one in like a drone controller. You know those like RC car controllers? You gotta conceal it in something a little better than that. This is for security and educational purposes only. I am at an undisclosed private secure location testing everything that I need to be testing. So now we're gonna try with these other boards. Thank you everyone once again for watching. Wow. We got 26 little hackers. I think there was like 30 at one point. And for extra range, there are these amplifiers. I have this like DIY power board. And then these are the amplifiers that you wanna get. Oh, let me hold that up like that. I don't know if you can see that good. What's the range on that bad boy? To the moon. Nah, depends on your use case. Seems like people mostly get like around 10 to 20 stock. So let's turn this bad boy on again. This one's a little stronger. So we'll do one more time with the other antennas. And I'm also gonna try, I think I'm gonna use the USB-C for these, because these antennas have a little bit more dB. So you wanna make sure you're powering them correctly. And I have this 5-volt connection here, so you can power the radios properly. So, got that. We got cord. Plug this in right here. Oh wait, no, it's using that. What can I use? So I have like literally a million freaking plugs everywhere, and it's daunting sometimes. And it's like you have a million plugs everywhere, and none of them are the right ones. All right. Yeah, this isn't the right one either. Whatever. Let's go back to square one. Let's go. How much did that cost? How to increase range of BW16. Well, for the BW16, you're gonna have to add an external antenna, and then you can amplify it that way. I do have, I'm waiting on more BW16s. I don't want to sacrifice this one and lose it, but you're gonna need to remove this RF shield, and then you're gonna have to switch one of the resistors, put the RF shield back on, and then add to this antenna here. But I really don't feel like I'm really walking through that and making a video on it just yet. Because once again, it is kind of annoying, and I'm not trying to waste my antenna. Yeah, currently this is weak. Let me find the right plug for this bad boy. Take this. Come on, you little bitch. Not good enough. But it's okay. You kind of get the gist of. I gotta find the right plugs because you gotta power this properly, and I literally have 50 cables, and I didn't plan well enough. But we can. Oh wow, what is this? We got this amplifier. So we already saw the previous. Let's clean up a little bit here. We saw the previous usage. So let's try with an amplifier. So I'll show you how to set that up. So you have move this out of the way. So you have an amplifier here, and you have two ends. You have the RF in, and then the RF out. So the RF out gets the antenna, and then you're gonna plug the other side of the amplifier to here. So just plug that bad boy in. And the kit comes with 5 of these, which is why I have everything connected like so. I'm gonna add some more antennas. You can, too complicated, yeah. You can try buying the BW16E with the purple board. It has IPX connector soldered. Yeah, I'll give that a try. Have you tried that, Nicholas? Or have you used the purple one? Because I don't know, when I first got into these, I heard that the purple ones were bad. So I just from the get started it. But it sucks when you hear certain stuff like that, because maybe some people just didn't understand how to set it up. So now thousands of people are all believing some random dude who didn't have a good time with the project. So I think I'm going to try the purple BW16s, because they even have the small ones too as well. But people said that they didn't really scan. They didn't really scan Wi-Fi too good. So I'm gonna plug this amplifier board up, and there are some better ones that have like a power situation already like going, but this is just kind of what I had. So as you can see, the amplifier is powered on. I got this cool little status light. And we will move a whole bunch of gadgets. Holy shit. We talked about war drivers. We talked about Wi-Fi deauthers. We talked about car jammers. We talked about future stuff. Cipher box. Mini jammer. All right. So we moved everything. Let me turn this guy back on. Okay, Starbeam is reactivated. We have the HackRF plugged in here. Now I'm gonna need a better power source than that for this amplifier. Okay, Starbeam is booting up. Plugging in for the fucking millionth time. What's going on with this board? Sorry, once again. Let's try that. What do you think about that, bitch? All right. So we got the amplifier finally plugged into the right power source. God damn it. Let's load up the Bluetooth jammer with the amplifier. Right now we're at about -70. There we go. Finding the sweet spot. Yeah, so that's just one amplifier. Pretty fucking lot more powerful. So yeah, I used it today. Your code worked just fine, but I broke the connector trying to take it out. No! It found around 20 APs more than the other without? What? God damn. Hell yeah, bro. Are you on the Discord? I want to hear more about that. That sounds sick. Yeah, because then you can, because that's really what I want to do, because then you can add your own antenna, 5 gigahertz antenna, and then you can add an amplifier, and then it's kind of over. Or at least like to get as much APs as possible. So that sounds sick. I like that a lot. Yeah, because from the get, I would have just got them. But yeah, that's really good to know. So let's try the Wi-Fi jammer with the amplifier. I will join my test network up. Yeah. I feel like it kicks my, because both my main networks are 5G, so I don't really have any issues. But my main network just gets kicked the fuck off. Let's see if I got it on this. 1 second. Excuse my language too, by the way. I don't mean to be swearing all like that. So let's see if I can find the test network. Oh well. Jammed it out of this universe. So now we're testing the Wi-Fi jamming. Whoa. Oops. Let's try that again. Yeah, let me restart the power on this. There you go. And the idea is I want to get a case that kind of manages all this craziness. But we are working on it. What's the biggest antenna I got? YAGI, Yagi. But you can get a lot of cool ones there. Hey, I haven't had time to test out the code yet, but I have a BW16 here right now. If you want me to test it out live, I don't know how to do that. But first, because I do have firmware on it, let's so I'm gonna unplug these amplifiers. Move Project Starbeam away. Let's pause this for a second, and we're gonna use. We're gonna check out this 5 gigahertz deauther. So I have a new PCB on the way. PCB Way is working on it. I'm kind of I'm a little backlogged. I have a new shipment of Starbeam on the way, so I still need to finish the order for the new PCB. But this new PCB will have a battery management. But that's the 5 gigahertz deauther code. And I recently gave away. I had a PCB prototype, but I recently gave one away. But we can look at how this attacks my home network. So I'm gonna join a 5 gigahertz network. Oh yeah, Trump sucks 5G. Hold on, I did forget what the password is for that. 1 second. And the password is, okay. So I have this test network, which you guys should have. You can segment your network. So right now we are on the 5G network. So we're gonna go down. Oh, hold on. And we're going to hit select. And then you can see the 5G network. This also scans for 2.4 gigahertz network. So you can select Trump sucks 5G. If you didn't hear that, Trump sucks. So we select it. And then we're gonna go and select attack. Thank you everyone too for watching this live Hacker TV. Where else can you find Hacker TV? Hacking Trump's Wi-Fi network. What? How to hack your president's Wi-Fi network. Let's go. Single attack in progress. Disconnected. Uh-oh. What? No, but my network, it's 5G. It's so good. I paid $1,000 for my 5G router. And that's how you take someone off their network. Yeah, but I really like this device. You could also do some other cool things. So right now it's doing a beacon attack. And it's just like sending up a whole bunch of beacons. But yeah, I want to really update this to have a few other things. This is, there's not really much code out on these BW16s. So I really, once I'm done with you know who, this fucking person taking all my energy and time, I'm gonna work on maybe a few more things with this. But before I go, some future plans is to do a lot more development with the HackRF. And the HackRF is actually kind of still baby school stuff. Because then we got, what do we got? Here we go. we have the big kid stuff. This is how you're gonna make your own 4G, 5. Well, definitely 4G and definitely like GSM. But we have kind of like the big brother, and this is still baby, but this is a USRP. I don't know. I forgot the exact name. But this allows to do up to 6 gigahertz, but it allows for a lot more functions and capabilities. You could look into SRS RAN, Open SRS, and Dragon OS. These are some ways to interact with this stuff. And do a lot more like cellular security technologies and stuff. But this is kind of like the next phase. But you can do a fuck ton with these. But the next phase is just really working on because I wanted a full range signal generator, and because this does go up to 5 gigahertz, you would just replace the antenna, add an amplifier, and then via serial connection. And because this is being controlled through Python, you can automate a whole bunch of really cool tasks with the HackRF, and then send over serial commands to Starbeam to know when to jam when we say like drone has been detected via the HackRF. So there's a lot of cool different things. Interestingly enough, they're kind of about the same size, you know. So I was thinking of making some sort of cool mashup, because the HackRF, at first I was going to use like a Raspberry Pi 4, but I have this Orange Pi 2.0, which, let me look at the specs real quick. I don't want to say anything wrong. Not connected to internet. So this is the orange, which I highly recommend, 2W. And these are sick. Okay, so yeah, I was just making sure it has the right amount of space. But this has 4 gigabytes of RAM. So it's like there's no reason to be using this. So the idea is that this will be controlling the HackRF, and then it's not that crazy a space now because the Starbeam connects to the Pi Zero over serial. So, you know, visualize, take a deep breath, visualize, and think of a really cool case that has all of this all in one, and maybe even like boop, a little battery or something. So you could turn this on, and then I showed some videos of how you can control the HackRF via Starbeam just through the screen. So yeah, you could really get really creative. I know you can buy the Porter Pack and all that shit, but I'm really trying to get full range from all the way up to 6 gigahertz, because this also goes down to like 5 hertz or whatever the hell. So really, like, you know, you could get extremely creative. That's all I really need to say, for not too much money either as well. But yeah, that's just some future plans. Make Bluetooth jammer using ESP32 MCU 2.8 display. Is that the touchscreen display? Yeah, because I am working on new displays, and I do have the display I think you're talking about. It's somewhere, but I do have that display I am working on. That would be cooler because this screen's all right. It's space saving, but I think people really want, you know, the full color, some cool animations and cool visualizations. And I feel you. you know, but just getting the prototype done, and then we can go and fine tune things, make it all look nice and stuff. But thank you all for watching. I've been on for about 80 minutes. Wow. I have a lot of cool new videos on the way. I have about like 5 new PCBs on the way, dude. Like I just, you know, it takes a while because it takes about like 2 weeks for the PCBs to come in, especially PCB assembly. But I've been really working on just creating a lot of traffic. You can find me at the Discord. You can check the LinkedIn. Thank you, Ricardo. Vinode Spurk. I have a cool, the next video I'm doing, a subscriber sent me their PCBs that needed to be fixed. So that's what we're doing next. I bet you didn't know there's a PCB repair service here at Little Hacker, but that's what's going on. Fixing his Bluetooth jammer, sending it back, sending a few extra things. If you want to get your PCB made, I have so much extra shit. You never know what you're going to get from me. So thank you for tuning in, working things out with me. And I'll see you again later. Hopefully every week we'll be doing these updates. It's like a live Zoom call. Show me where you can get a live Zoom call for electronic engineer. You know, we're just working things out, doing live demos. Some people might not know too much about it. You can find me on Discord, on it, down in the link below. I got all my stuff. You can show me your PCBs, your designs, whatever. We could talk about it. I got consulting too. If you want real talks, if you have real projects, I can kind of help you on the messaging and stuff. But if you have real shit, real products you want to sell, you want to just make, I also do consulting for that too as well. Peace. Thank you, everyone. Stay peaceful, stay positive, stay progressive, stay productive, and stay proactive. And I promise you, you'll always be blessed. Peace.